Hello, everybody, and welcome to the May of 2023 energetic and astrological outlook for the month ahead. So starting early this month on May 1st, we have Pluto that is going to station retrograde. You might recall that in March of 2023, just a couple months ago, Pluto changed signs after 15 years in Capricorn when it moved into the sign of Aquarius. The time between March 23rd and June 11th is really kind of a preview into a new 15 to 20 year phase as it pertains to our social networks, our communities, both interpersonally and collectively as humans, as well as our information and technology structure and our attention to detail also. So when Pluto moved out of Capricorn and into Aquarius, it brought with it changes, transitions, turnover in all of those areas. Now that it's going to be stationing direct on May 1st, or sorry, retrograde on May 1st, we'll start to see kind of a slowing down of that energy. Pluto will ultimately fall back into Capricorn on June 11th, I believe. So between now and June, we'll start to see kind of like a slowing in that big transition and turnover until it steps back into Capricorn in June, at which case it will be in more familiar territory. So that's happening on May 1st. And on May 5th, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So there's a lot of energy shifting happening here at the beginning of the month. You might recall that last month we had the solar eclipse in Aries, which was focused on our own needs. What is it that we need to feel supported? Who is it that we need to feel supported by? And with the lunar eclipse happening in the sign of Scorpio, we're being asked to look at that through the prism of what needs to fall away in order for us to feel supported. What do we need to let go of in order to begin taking steps forward? So that is going to be happening on May 5th. Eclipse energy sometimes shows up weeks before or weeks after, so just be aware of that. Then on May 14th, Mercury does station direct, which is exciting information for all, though retrogrades are less of a challenge in our lives as modern astrology might like us to feel. It is changing the energy from a sense of receptivity into a sense of action. So communications and technology and all different kinds of energy will be moving forward as it relates to communicating and connecting with our friends and family. On May 16th, Jupiter switches signs from Aries into Taurus. This is another kind of monumental moment because Jupiter spends about a year in a given sign before it transitions into a new one. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion of thought, experiences. It's often heralded as being the good luck planet, which, you know, again, modern astrology may have its hand on that as well. But with Jupiter changing signs into Taurus, we're looking at how we have changed over the last year. What is it that we have noticed about ourselves? How have we supported ourselves more fully than we have ever before in the last year? And so with Jupiter stepping into the sign of Taurus, we're kind of looking at what happened over the last year in Aries and what structures and foundations do we need to build to support that change moving forward. Then on May 19th, we have the new moon in Taurus. So there's a whole lot of Taurus energy leading us right up until the time when the sun steps foot into Gemini. So again, Taurus is the sign that kind of asks us to look at the inspiration that we received in Aries and really start building structures and grounding ourselves in the foundation of what we need in order to carry that inspiration forward. So that's happening as it pertains to Jupiter, as well as the sun rounding out its time in Taurus before it steps into Gemini on May 21st. So that is basically the gist of what we have for May. I hope you have a great month. Feel free to reach out if I can be of support, and I'll see you next month.